Targets neutralized.
Warning. Core stream unstable. Core Ripper deactivated. Objective. Locate defunct hyperunit. Restore Core Ripper function.
Perimeter breached. All units on high alert.
Now, look at you. Hyper unit's first baby steps. Run, jump, finger on the trigger. I suggest haste. The situation is suboptimal. You need to find a defunct hyper unit. Piece by piece, assemble yourself back together. Try to make this run worthwhile.
ISF Arsenal Depot breached. POC weaponry unlocked.
Oh, that's nice. Track core.
Vertical run activated.
Perimeter breached. All units on high alert.
What we're doing is bigger than you and I, Asuka. The road we walk is paved by those who shared this dream before me. And even more, by those who wanted to oppose it.
Oh, I forgot to update. Oh, I need to update this. Whoops. Here we go. All right.
I'm not going to lie to you. I despise delusive content above all.
Survival rating dropped to 0.554%.
As hard as I try to flex the muscles of my optimism, at this moment they feel a little bit atrophied.
Techno-hormone balance restored. Dopamine levels are nominal.
I don't mean to discourage you. You are determined to do your best. So I suppose your best will have to suffice. Sometimes it almost feels like I'm in a dream. A dream I can't wake up from.
Warning. ISP units inbound. Second wave incoming. Final wave incoming.
Target's down.
God, that's clean.
Alone, outnumbered, and deep behind enemy lines. Dropped straight into a hostile zone, with almost zero chance of success. This is exactly what hyper units were made for. Maybe what they said is true. Maybe by wanting more than we need, we brought darkness into this world. Between life and death, did we ever have a choice? In despair, we raise our heads up into the light and crawl out of the darkness. As much as it hurts, the only way out is through.
Cutscenes are like bugged out. What's going on?
Warning. ISP units inbound. Second wave incoming. hyperunit. Stand by for new mission objective. Mission confirmed. Give them hell, Hyper.
You know what I hate the most about this place? It's in the air. Every corner here reeks of it. A wolf in sheep's clothing called a compromise.
Warning. ISC units inbound.
Are you still alive?
Incoming. Third wave. Incoming. Final wave. Incoming.
Gotcha.
Targets neutralized. Dopamine and cortisol levels stabilized. All systems back to nominal.
I can feel the hormonal spike. The neurochemical waterfall. That was exhilarating.
Upgrades.
Virtual
Oh, that is so sick.
The engineers are out there looking for us. They know we opened the surface elevator, and they know
Oh,
you're
man.
coming. Now move fast and break stuff.
Enemy neutralized.
You need to hurry up. The surface elevator has a limited time window. You've got one chance to catch it before it's gone. It's a strange path we walk on. Once you start to doubt it, you're going down. The winner is not the one who's right, but the one with more conviction.
Target in sight. Entering action zone.
The perseverance of the city's defense system is startling. But like any rigid system, its demise is inevitable. Whatever they throw at us is no match for a hyper unit.
Does CDC have hyper units like me at their disposal?
No, that was the plan, but it wasn't approved by the committee. They were just too stupid for this stuff, scared of losing their old ways. The project had to be finished, so to speak, under the radar. And now we need to save them from themselves.
That's one way to light a shotgun up. Okay. Say no more.
Funnily enough, the cleaners also use core technology. But compared to your advancement, they're a mere parody.
Approaching central sector.
There it is. Our passage to Vulcan. Can you get there for me, please?
Second wave incoming. Final wave incoming.
Enemy neutralized.
You're so special. Striking from above, cutting through the air. They will never see you coming. You are my shining star. Now get out there and shine.
Target in sight.
They had one job. They could have built anything. A fresh start for humanity. You know, a house, a garden, and a dog. But then came corporate strategy, agile development, and resource planning. What did we end up with? The biggest block of flats in the universe. Forever trapped within the vicious cycle of iteration. It's not progress. It's the ninth circle of hell on a Kanban board.
Target zone.
ISC units inbound.
Hyperdrive active.
Booyah, baby.
Enemy forces neutralized.
This is where it all went down. A fracture, followed by a bang.
Hyper unit, stand by for new mission objective. Mission objective updated. Give 'em hell, Hyper.
What? It transfer into a little ball? Dude. Oh, it has missiles to it. Lightning and missiles.
"533 years ago, two other engineers tried to kill me. Under the false pretense of reconciliation, these lunatics lured me into a trap. What happened after changed the face of the planet. Forever."
Warning. ISC units inbound. Second wave incoming. Final wave incoming.
Targets down.
overdrive active.
Makes no sense. Oh.
Blast from an erosion bomb swept through the surface, destroying all in its wake. During the explosion, an engineer by the name of Guardian was killed. And with her death, any hope of reconciliation was lost.
Oh, does it still have bad performance? I didn't encounter anything on the PS5 Pro. I don't know. Are you on the base PS5 or are you on the Pro? Yeah, I'm on the PS5 Pro. When I played that, I don't recall having performance issues on that. Base, even on Xbox Series, I experienced bad frame drops when I really want to. Oh man. How bad are we talking? We talking below 30?
The explosion scarred the planet's surface with erosion spills. Vulcan's veins were ripped inside out. We need to go up the Red River until we reach its foul source. One by one, peel away its secrets.
Yeah, I haven't tried it on the Series X. Probably should. Oh, wow. Man, that sucks. My eyes are pretty sensitive to knowing frame drops, and I just remember when I played that on my Pro, I didn't really know anything. Series X is more powerful than my PS5, but not sure if they patched anything since the last time I played. I don't believe they have, no.
Engineers created Project Eden.
I was gonna ask, have you seen, have you played Crimson Desert?
Are indeed powerful. But being tied to cores, our existence is also susceptible to erosion. Ground zero of an erosion bomb. Ion radiation flying at you 200,000 miles per second is pretty lethal.
Yeah, so they did a bunch of updates to Crimson Desert for base PS5, and I believe just PS5 and Series X has 120 Hz mode. think that's for their performance mode, which is actually really nice. I beat that game, and if you like, if you're interested in like Souls type action adventure games with like good loot on boss kills and stuff, like, you know, if you're waiting for a sale, you know, by the time like Black Friday or whatever, it's definitely going to be it's going to have all the patches and stuff, so it'll be a good game to pick up. I need to play more games on my Series X. You know, I was thinking about, man, there's just so many games coming out this month. I don't know if you've seen the calendar for games coming out this month, but it's pretty, April's pretty jam-packed. I have a badass PC, but I just a platinum junkie, so yeah, I feel you on that. Nothing like the trophy sound, I gotta say that. It's that noise, whatever noise that they engineered for that, it's addicting when you hear that pop. And then the platinum pop is
Committee never
pretty
embraced
nice.
the real possibilities of core technology.
Oh, this game? This is Metal Eden. It's PlayStation Premium. It's for free. And I was actually going to get this game when it launched, but I didn't want to, you know how expensive games are nowadays. I didn't want to put out the money. So when I saw this on Premium,
Streaming was deep.
booted up my Pro this morning during work, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to beat this game because it's only 5 hours.
They
When I looked.
couldn't control it, so they shut it down.
For some reason, I really like games made by small devs. Something about it. Like, they just put a lot more effort, it seems like. Yeah, dude, tell me about it. The reason I haven't got Crimson yet, it's hard for me to justify spending $70 in a game when... Yep, you hit the nail on the head. That is the problem with a lot of games nowadays, is that $70, you know... And they claim $70 was supposed to fix all the performance things, but it just seems like that's just not the case. That's why I always do my research, you know, watch videos, guides, whatever the case may be prior to making the purchase, and just, you know, if I have to, I'll wait till Black Friday. I'm not in a rush to buy a game, so. Especially as I've gotten older. Better to save money. I don't know. Have you? I was gonna ask. Have you played Starfield? Because that's coming out beginning of the month. I'm assuming you've already played it on Series X or PC. That Starfield's coming out for PlayStation this month. Oh, well, I'll tell you this. The Pro that I have right now, check eBay. I got my PS5 Pro for $600 on eBay.
Units inbound.
It was claimed as used, like in very good condition. That thing, my PS5 Pro, I looked like it wasn't even turned on. I lucked out. I try not to buy a new console if I don't have to. I have. That's the reason I got my Series X. Oh, okay. Yeah, dude. Starfield. I like Starfield. A lot of people hate on Starfield, but I don't know. It's a Bethesda game to me, and like after a long day of work, Starfield, I could chill out. You know, just do the main story. Don't do the main story. Just have a blast. And you know, granted, it's not the best Bethesda game, but it is what it is.
Second wave incoming.
Trust me, I've played a lot of bad games. I played Forspoken, I played, what was it, Mind's Eye. I played them all. Dragon Age Railguard that people claimed was really bad, so.
Final wave incoming.
Yeah, I didn't get the hate. Yeah, exactly. Starfield, it's almost like some weird Twitter mindset on certain games where people just, they'd rather watch people play it and hate on something than actually beat it or experience it. And then they'll go to Reddit and complain about it. I just don't get it. Maybe it's my Destiny 2 mindset where I have to complete everything start to finish. But I don't judge a game until I hit credits. So if somebody ever asks my opinion about a game, I can't really make that until I hit credits. That's just how I am.
Target's down.
Let's see, this is a skill tree.
The cat was out of the bag. I managed to back up my core on NG-297, floating above the planet's orbit. My body is somewhere there, in the desert. But I am still here. I survived because I didn't obey orders.
That I'm getting out of here. I subs. Oh, yeah. I appreciate it. I hope you have a good rest of your day and a good week. I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by.
One might think building an orbital city in the far corner of the universe must have cost a few bucks, right? Raw mineral deposits. That's what lured in the investors. They never cared about Mobius. What they really wanted was down here, below the city. By funding the project, they could put their greedy fat fingers into the planet. I'm afraid they will never quite get their money back. It was bound to fall. Given the differences between us, the conflict was essentially inevitable. Still, for the first time in a long time, I feel a glint of hope. We've learned our lesson. We can bring this project back from the ashes and finally make it work like it was supposed to in the first place. All it takes now is the right amount of pressure on a specific point.
Warning. ISD units inbound.
What?
Warning. ISD units inbound.
Target's down.
Can you hear it? Concealed from the outside world. Buried deep within this pyramid lies the Guardian's core. Slow and faint after all these years. It's still beating. No matter how deep they hide her, I can still hear it calling. It wants to be found. Our duty is to uncover the truth and stick it in the engineer's face. We won't let them look away.
That's what I call a weapon right there. The Guardian and I, we've had our differences. She assumed that, given the opportunity, every human has value. I'd like to believe it, but it was something I just never got to see. My experience has shown me that the probability of failure depends on the number of personnel involved. I may be wrong. Of all 4 engineers, I was often told I was the most demanding. I only ever wanted what's best for the project. Was I asking too much?
must be close now. Look for the entrance to the tomb.
That boss just supposed to stand there?
Of all 4 engineers,
That was a boss?
she was the caring one. She cared about the citizens
Alright.
first and foremost. Even I looked up to her. They used it against me. We're here to make...
Landing zone clear. Hyper unit, stand by for mission objective. Mission objective updated. Give him hell, Hyper.
You've got to reach the mainframe and find that old geezer. He used to be called the Operator. But given how things are running here now, he's more of a caretaker.
Cleaner units ahead.
Assimilating an Apex core exposed you to the Engineer's raw data stream. The Engineers might want to use it to sabotage our mission. It's nothing to worry about. Just junk data we have to flush out every now and then. The chance of side effects is slim.
What kind of side effects?
It's prone to overload your system, messing up your cognitive functions. In other words, you cannot always trust your judgment.
Hyperdrive active.
Incoming.
Surprise,
Target's
motherfucker.
down.
Administering 180 milligrams cortisol. Techno-hormone balance is nominal.
Now you understand why we constantly have to monitor your status. We don't want you to catch something.
If I had it, what would be the symptoms?
Hesitation. Self-doubt. Very uncommon for a hyper unit. Don't worry. Nothing we cannot handle with some more drugs.
Ooh. Ooh, man. SMG feels smooth. That is nice. It's like a slow firing one too. Oh my god, the weapon upgrades are so nice in this. Grenade now leaves a puddle of napalm. Or a sniper attachment. So it's a hybrid SMG that goes from sniper, that can go full auto, or can shoot napalm grenades out of it. I mean, this game's crazy. Metal Eden. Wow. Free on PlayStation Premium, by the way, if you haven't checked it out. Probably cheap on CD keys as well for PC. I don't know what's priced at for Xbox, though. Sick weapon upgrades, though.
We are entering an engineer's territory. This one is called the Overseer. It's better we stay out of his sight.
Warning. ISC units inbound.
Reload, bro.
Final wave incoming.
Target's down.
The Overseer. He's lost it. He is not himself anymore. Surrounded by his spy drones, he checks for everything. Can you smell it? His optical camouflage infused with erosion cells is redolent with the most peculiar smell. The stench of rotten fish. Nothing is working anymore. The involuntary reflexes of a dying organism. Just looking at this place gives me physical pain. Because of what it might have become. An insufferable feeling of loss.
Oh, get me out of the corner.
To my weary deceive me? It's the agile hyper and her depressing nerd. My favorite double team is here. You took your time now, didn't you? I've been waiting and waiting like a silly old dog. No respect for the elderly. See what you did? Everything here has gone cold.
What?
Now you see what we're dealing with.
Does the operator pose any threat?
I don't think so. It's no more dangerous than going to your creepy uncle's birthday.
Big boy inbound.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Go no farther. Please, leave now. Don't make me destroy you.
Warning. ISC units inbound. Wave. Final wave.
Target's down.
Reapers. There's always trouble with them. You see, they are not right in the head.
There is something you should know. I had to strike a certain deal with the operator. It will require certain actions you may consider uncomfortable, operationally tedious, and somewhat disturbing. The manner of this operation may break down our communication for a while. We will come out of this stronger. See you on the other side.
Missions are in this game. There's 8. I'm already halfway.
Oh, yes! That's far more like it. Finally out of this rotten cage. Look, getting to Vulcan is easy. It's right below us. But that doesn't mean we jump. Got it? Align one of these service elevators first. And then it's one hyper-class trip to hell!
Hyper unit, stand by for mission objective. Mission objective updated. Give him hell, Hyper.
Just go easy on the running jump start time. You don't want the old man to get sick now, do you? Getting Nexus off your back must feel kind of good, huh? This guy is just no fun. Don't worry, I won't tell. He's a good kid. Okay, maybe not too good. Smart, but oh so wet behind the ears.
You've been here since the beginning?
Oh, you bet I've been. From its inception to its discontinuation. This old operator has seen it all. in the beginning. Oh, you should have seen it. The energy, the excitement. It was all wine and honey for a time. Didn't last long, though.
That is sick.
Soon this project became impossible. With their backs turned to each other, unable to communicate, the engineers have lost their way. That was the real erosion. Not in one day, but slowly, like a virus, it all started to fall apart. With no visible progress, one by one, investors started to back off. Construction was halted, and then came the great collapse. Earth's market went down, and soon all the rats fled the ship. So, yeah, that's when the engineers really started to lose it.
Is that when the erosion bomb went off?
They went head to head and then boom! It didn't end well.
Couldn't you help it? You sound rather capable.
Maybe I could have, but did they ever ask for help? No. Cargo Depot 202H. I designed the backup frame for these assembly lines with just 2,000 lines of code. Now show me any of these young pricks doing that. Ah! Wait, don't take that gun. It's... Never mind.
Warning. ISC units inbound.
Oh my god. Holy, dude. Now that's how you create a laser beam.
Wave incoming.
Target's down.
You should listen to me more, Starshine. You're going to get us killed. It's funny how it all points to one thing. You, Starshine.
Points to me. How?
You'll see. You are quite special.
Warning. ISC units inbound.
Yeah, just pushed him off the edge.
Second wave incoming.
Target's down.
Well, look at this. I didn't think it was gonna work, to be honest. Now, let's get out of here. This might have attracted unwanted attention. Look, the elevator is aligning. Great. What's that smell? Shit! It's the Overseer. Maybe we can get past him. He's seen us. He's gonna try to take us down. or we're toast. Here, faster. We did it, Starshine. All right, Starshine. We are not out of the woods yet. Trying to get to the other side of that rim. Smells too fishy around here.
Hyperunit, stand by for new mission objective. Mission confirmed. Give 'em hell, Hyper.
Let's say you somehow managed to get to the hive. You know you won't find any actual living people there, right? Citizens are just data stored within cores. The same cores you rip in such fashion out of these clueless security clowns.
I'm kinda busy here. What's your point?
The point is, your core is different every time you kill an enemy unit. One of these poor bastards really dies. You are built on a phantom core. If you die, your data can be restored. That makes you basically immortal. You, my dear, are forbidden science. This area is shut tight, but we can get through the ventilation shaft. Look for an operation room. We should be safe. For the moment. As long as I am a part of your stream, it should be fine. That being said, it is unproven and untested. So let's make sure that death is out of the mission log, okay?
Sounds like you're just tagging along. Engaging.
Third wave incoming.
Targets down.
Now for the last part. Getting to the surface elevator and away from the Overseer's prying eyes. A walk in the park? Or a gut-wrenching run for our lives? Oh, my head! Don't do it again! capable of streaming your data from the orbit must be a pretty powerful one. That brings up an interesting question. Who are you really? Starshine.
I don't think I get you.
Wanna hear a secret? Come closer. You are one. Dang! He's eavesdropping. She's Nexus. You really are no fun. Didn't hurt to try, though.
Second wave incoming.
Boom.
Target's down. Your interface. It's not core-based, is it?
Not many know this, but I suppose I can tell you. I am an entity born within a sea of information.
So, you're a router.
Oh, you and your engineers can mock me all you want, but when the shit hits the fan, you'll come back running to the good old operator. Nexus was right about you. A few more steps and we're done here.
Should there be this many drones around?
Fuck! He's here! Can this stupid thing go any faster? God damn it! It's got us trapped.
I warned you. Your persistence leaves me no choice.
What a sick freaking boss design. Wow. Dude. What's damage? There we go. Nice. Sick boss fights. Wow. So sick. Continue on this. All right. GG. Thanks for watching.